what are some things that you want to try in your music like what are some recent creative inspirations that you want to try in your next, project or next songs?
So, I have classical training and I really want to start incorporating that into my next round of music. I don't know if I'm going to be singing like full on opera songs, but even just adding a little sprinkle in there, in classical training, we have to learn how to sing in French, Italian, and German. So it's like, I would love to try singing some different languages. It doesn't have to be opera either. Like
So can you speak German?
I can't like say something to you right now, but like if I had to read something, I could read it.
Wow.
I can read it and pronounce it for sure.
I might go back to your classical training days because I want to understand how that has like shaped you. But okay. Let's just talk about it right now. Classical. So what is classical training school? What is this? When did you start it? How many years are you in it for?
So I've always been in choirs, like school choirs, since I was in, kindergarten, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I went to middle school, it became more conservatory style, which is basically like just more classically driven.
Mm-hmm.
And then my director, he told me to audition for my high school, Suitland. And from there, I got into the program. All 4 years, we were placed in vocal lessons, and we had to take music theory,
Mm-hmm.
and we're involved in operas, and we have jurisdictions, and which is like our midterm, our singing midterm.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, looking at the way that we breathe and how we're phrasing and how we're emulating the emotion of the song and just all this just performance stuff. And then from there, I went to college in Connecticut, University of Hartford.
Whoa, random. That's random. From Maryland to Connecticut?
Yeah, so my director, my high school director for the performing arts program, he was from Vermont and he went to that school. So he could, vouch for their program, and they had a really strong classical program, a conservatory. And so, yeah. So a lot of students from my school auditioned for the school, and they gave money.
No, gotcha. So that's why you went.
And they gave me a full scholarship. So I went, and I think for the first 2 years I was there for about 2 years, and I was taking voice lessons then and still doing music theory and diction and all these other just facets of music. And then I just left. So I'd say in total, it's about 6 years. 6-7 years of training.
I think it's really beautiful that you have that much musical intelligence behind your sound. I hate to say intelligence as if if you don't go to class, if you don't have classical training, it's not intelligent,
knowledge.
But knowledge. There we go. Yeah, you just have your sound palette has a lot of breadth to it. There we go. I didn't know that about you until you just broke all of that down. I'm thinking classical training school is like a 2-year thing or something. It's not classical training school, y'all. I just don't know what it's really called. What did I say?
Just classically trained.
You're classically trained in sound.
Yes.
I love that. Okay. All right. So now with where you are and Hurtbook is out and it's doing well for you and your name is ringing bells, especially as one of the hottest new R&B songstresses. I keep saying that, but you are hot and then you have a different look to you. And I hate... You look like a real Black woman to me. And I love that because again, I go back to being in a beauty shop when I want to hear R&B. And if I can't picture you next to me getting that press and curl and I'm like, are you really with us? Are you really singing from that space? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not saying ain't nobody singing from that space, but that's just my relationship with it. So what's next for Alex Vaughn?
So I am finishing up this tour right now. And after that, I really just want to get back into the lab. I just want to get back creating immediately. I want to get back into the gym. I just want to step back into the cut.
Yeah.
And just make some more things. I definitely want to do more performances. Prayerfully, I'm performing outside of the country.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to do some international shows and just see what that's hitting on.
Mm-hmm.
More festivals.
I think you do great in London.
Oof. I went to London for the first time last summer. I went for 3 days.
Really? How was it?
And I was not performing. I just went. Oh, my God.
It was so fun. I'm going in April, May for the first time for 5 days.
You're going to lose your mind.
For a friend's birthday. I don't know what to do. We have no plans yet.
I don't know if you've ever been like a new girl in school. I've never been.
I've been a new girl in school
You've been
quite
a
a
new girl in
lot.
school?
I'm a new girl a lot. Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been like the new adult in world. When you
That's
go to
how I
London,
was.
I was just like, wow. And everybody was like, oh my God, you're amazing. I love you. I love your hair. Oh my God, you're gorgeous. Your accent's driving me
Yo,
crazy.
you did that accent pretty well.
You know, I have one friend from London and she tells me I do a terrible job.
No,
but
it sounded good to me.
thank you. Thanks. But definitely more international shows. And I really just want to try new things. Like I just want to do things and just be open to just new opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I don't want to put a limit on myself because there's some things I haven't thought of yet. And those are usually the things that I'm looking for. So I'm just, what's this to say? She said, making herself available to the opportunity. I'm just making myself available to new opportunity.
Make yourself available and give yourself grace, y'all.
Yes, grace is key.
If that's how we close it out, we're gonna close it out with that. Give yourself grace, okay?